You're listening to KDHS 98.9 FM. This is DJ Mish Easy, and we've got the Hive Minds here as a part of our Cultivation Hydroponic Shop series. Hi guys, how are you doing today?
Hey, how's it going? Hey. Just finished up rehearsal.
Woo! Are you guys rehearsing out here in the valley?
We got a little space in La Quinta. We call it the Hive.
Nice. And can you introduce yourselves?
Well, I'm the guitar player and the singer. Derek, Jordan, Greg.
Sean Poe, I play drums. And my name is Matt Styler. I play bass and do some backup singing.
Thank you guys so much for doing this interview and for being a part of our Cultivation Hydroponic Shop series. I wanted to know how you guys ended up getting together as a band.
Me and Derek both got called on the same gig together playing cover music, and we started jamming together, and we kind of started getting some original stuff together. And then we were a duo for years. We went through a couple bass players, couldn't really figure out our exact correct match. And then about a couple months ago, we just ran into Matt. I used to play in a band with Matt.
I showed up. I just came to one of their gigs where they were doing some two-piece stuff, and I really enjoyed all that I was hearing. So I walked up after they were done, or maybe it was between sets, and I just asked, do you guys want a bass player, or are you kind of happy being a two-piece? And then, I talked to Derek, and we set up a time, and then I ended up playing a show with them like not a week later.
Yeah, to be honest, we've had a lot of people ask if they could come and play bass, and either they blow us off or they just suck, or maybe the vibe's not quite right or the attitude is off. But so I was kind of like, I was a little unsure about it, but I said, oh yeah, sure. You want to come learn some material? How about you come in 2 days?
How about you come in 2 days and learn an hour worth of new material? How does that sound?
Yeah. Matt came through and he did the job, so
Are you guys all from out here in the valley, or are you guys transplants?
Actually, I think, Sean, you're from Palm Desert, right?
Mm-hmm.
Matt?
I'm from here in La Quinta.
Matt's out here in La Quinta. I actually grew up in a really small town in Oregon.
How did you guys find your way out into the desert? How did you get to the Coachella Valley and decide to start doing music out here?
I think Sean and Matt have been playing out here for a while, probably since high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
My dad's been playing music out here for decades. And he said, man, you're wasting your life and you're wasting your talent. So he let me come out here. And this was a few years ago. I stayed with him for a while until I was able to find a band and start making money playing music. And I'm supporting myself doing it now. And we're all, pretty much the main thing that we're all doing.
Congratulations on that. I know that's definitely a big feat to be small musicians, but still be able to get your music distributed and be able to make a living off of your music. That's fantastic. Super exciting.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
What is your writing process? How do you guys get your music from your mind to our ears?
Well, it's changed a lot since Matt joined, actually. Originally, I would just kind of bring a song to Sean and we jam it out often live at a freaking gig or something like that. Since Matt joined, what happens most of the time is I try not to finish like a riff or something like that. I come up with like a very loose idea and I'll show up and we jam it out and it's magical. Usually it just comes into something, yeah. So it's kind of quite a bit of jamming. And then after we've got the basic idea, I'll usually record it on voice notes and I'll go home and I'll try to come up with a melody if I haven't been able to do that live, or if I was able to come up with a melody live, I'll go home and I'll try to write lyrics to it, or the guys will send me ideas for lyrics, or I'll tell them, hey, this is a cool topic, or, I think we all are very into this project, so we'll argue about stuff,
Absolutely.
Oh, I have this idea. Oh yeah, that idea's cool, but how about this idea? No, not that idea. How about this? Your idea sucks. Yeah, it's a lot of arguments because we're all very passionate about this project.
Well, where do you guys want this project to go?
I think we're all
everywhere.
We all agree on definitely touring as the next step, but I think we have a shot of accumulating a very large fan base that'll support us comfortably. The days of the rock star are over, but if you work your ass off, you can still accumulate a large enough fan to keep you freaking bank loaded and to go around and do what you love for the rest of your life. Until you're too old to do it.
Is it more about being professional musicians for you guys, or is there a message to your movement?
I think both. Every song has a message, and the stuff that I used to write as a singer-songwriter was a lot about like the human emotions and human conditions. Some of the stuff we're writing now, like we just wrote a new song called "Don't Give Up," and it's very political. There's a multitude of messages within the.
It's all evolving. It's all a process. As we continue, the message becomes more and more clear, and we find newer messages that we can bring forth.
So I guess to answer your question, both.
Both is a good place to balance it out at. Why not have it be both, where you can support yourself and be publicly evolving and growing with your music while you're being supported by your fans? I mean, it's kind of a dream come true.
Totally. And some of these questions are, the band has changed so much since Matt joined. It's changed a lot. So some of this stuff is we're finding it out as we go.
Of course. And I mean, that's the best part about life. You don't have to rehearse for it, unlike a performance, right?
You can't. No way.
There's no way. You can try, but you absolutely cannot do it. I wanted to know, where do you guys draw your musical influences from?
Start with Sean.
I draw a lot of influence from Jose. He's the drummer from Incubus. The drummer from Muse, Dominic Howard, huge influence on me. And then I've been playing cover music with a lot of cover bands for years now. And so a lot of what is influenced my playing is having to learn new material, new cover music to play with different bands and stuff. So it's a lot of times I'm sitting down and I'm playing with a surf band. I gotta learn all the surf music, or I'm playing with this classic rock band. I gotta learn all this classic rock. And so it's a lot of that what really shaped my playing.
And Matt, what do you think?
Largely from really rhythmic, more funky type bass players like Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Les Claypool from Primus. And beyond that, just kind of like world music in general, like the big percussive elements is where I get a lot of my influence from.
And I guess I would say that I'm really influenced John Mayer's guitar playing. I'm a big on singing and playing guitar. He can do so much electrically and acoustically. His style is very vast. A really big fan of like bossa nova stuff, actually, especially my acoustic playing, like Joao Gilberto and Antonio Carlos Jobim. And then John Frusciante for sure, which is kind of where me and Matt really click.
That's the first spot where any of us actually meet, anywhere in the middle.
And then I think where me and Sean meet a lot actually is vocally Brandon Boyd from Incubus. And for those of you who didn't know, John Frusciante's in Red Hot Chili Peppers, which is one of the things that Matt found as an influence. And then also Mike Isinger from Incubus as well. So that's where Sean and I definitely click.
Nice. A lot of Incubus and Red Hot Chili Peppers going on in the influences there. What would you call your genre?
Indie rock folk.
There we go.
Indie rock folk.
Hive mind.
Yeah, that's what we call hive minding, where one of us thinks of an idea and the other person was going to say the same exact thing, so that we can all take credit for it. We just hive mind.
Yeah, it's kind of like Ditto or Jinx. Hive mind.
What upcoming shows can we see you guys at? We are going to have you at the Cultivation Hydroponic Shop Series on Friday the 25th. You guys are going on 2nd, so you'll be going on from 5 to 5:30. Where can we see you after that?
That same night, actually, we're playing the Red Barn down in Palm Desert.
This will be 9 o'clock.
The week after that, we're going to be playing at PJ's.
What's the date on that one?
Saturday. That is Saturday the 26th.
For all our High Desert fans, that's up in Yucca Valley.
Right. Daytime Moon. What's up, Brent? He's going to be opening up for us.
Yeah, we have a big show at the Date
right.
Shed on October 9th that everybody should come down for. Since our first time there, we're really excited. All original material, sneak at night.
Definitely want to pump edition.
We're playing with Alchemy and Caxton that night.
Love those guys.
Wow, Caxton, what a great performance they give, man.
Oh,
they're awesome.
We're a huge fan of freaking Caxton. Christina, if you're listening, hey.
Team Brett.
Definitely. Love Caxton.
And where can we find you guys? Where can we find updated and available information about you all?
Well, you can find most of what we're doing on Facebook.com/TheHiveMinds. That's with the in the front and the S on the end. Follow us on Instagram, Hive Minds. It's the same thing. We're on Twitter as well. Hive Minds Band, I think. And then, if you go on any of those places, like us on Facebook. We'll keep you updated with where we're going to be at, and find our music for free streaming on Spotify or anywhere you stream music, as well as for purchase on iTunes.
Once again, thank you guys so much for being involved in our Cultivation Hydroponic Shop series. You're listening to KDHS 98.9 FM, and we just had the Hive Minds as a part of our Cultivation Hydroponic Shop series. Be sure to attend our event at Cultivation Hydroponic Shop at 66500 Buena Vista, on the corner of Buena Vista and Palm in Desert Hot Springs, California. The event will be from 4 to 7 p.m., and food will be